Welcome back. So as we are continuing creating this live streaming program with the C programming language, we still need a name. So leave those in the comments. But now we need to figure out where to go next. And this video is going to be a little bit on the fly, so we'll see how that goes. So if we take a look in the source directory, we have the GUI functions that we worked on and the RTMP functions that we worked on. But now we need to get the functionality from FFmpeg into this program, at least until we do everything internally with libraries and not rely on that. Let's take a look at what we may want to do. So we'll take a look at the scripts that we've used in the past, and we will cover some of the overlays and how to add those in. But for right now, what I want to start off with is something that uses a video for Linux or V4L2. So we're going to start with how the webcam function works, or the webcam script. And we will go ahead and let's view that. We are going to be sending it into the FFmpeg pipe, so we don't need to worry about a stream key. That is being handled by the RTMP function. We are going to need a input device. We are going to need a frame rate. We are going to need the program that we're using. And then these are going to be standard values for the different options for FFmpeg. And we need to have a format for the video device, and we need a format for the audio device, and we might be adding multiple audio devices, and we need the format for what is being exported, and we need a format for the audio filter, the bit rate, and the output frame rate. This script works fine if you're going directly to YouTube via RTMP, but what I have found is we do have a little bit different with these scripts. So let's take a look at the scripts that I have been using for this C program up until now. And here we have that output pipe, and we have it going to temp pipe, and we have the same thing, the video input, the frame rate. And as you can see here, I have this error detect ignore, and I do have some different values here for both the audio and video bit rate, and some other different values here. And the -y, because we're sending it to the FFmpeg pipe, and the FFmpeg pipe is already an existing file, you need that, otherwise it asks for user input. And then we send it out to the FFmpeg pipe. So we are going to use this format to start getting this program ready, or get this module ready. So let's go ahead and let's make this module. Let's call it execute. We'll call it execute.h. We'll make it a .h file, because then we'll just include it like we've done before. And we'll just add some comments. And exactly which version of exec.c we will determine later. I don't know if I want to make this as a data type or just individual variables. And we're going to keep them essentially global for right now until we fit them into the function. And we'll just let's look at what we have already predefined. We have the output pipe. I had it originally here as V output pipe because I was going to do a video and an audio, and we may still do that. So let's call it V output pipe. Sounds good. So we'll keep that there. And then the next item will be the input device. I'm going to go ahead and copy this just to make it easier. The output frame rate, because I will eventually be using fscanf or some derivative of that to get this string all together. Just so everything is in a variable, let's put program name equal that to FFmpeg. Now these three, I think I am going to include all three of these as one variable, and I'm just going to, let's see what we can call those. We can call those init values. We'll just leave it at that for now. And then we just need to straighten some of the stuff out and get rid of these items that are not needed, like the new lines and the slashes. So that is the initial values. So now we can go with the format. We'll call that video format. So -F. Do I want to include the -F? No. I'm going to add those statically in the string. V for L2. Okay, we already have the input device up there. Okay, this thread size Q, may need it multiple times. I'm just going to call it thread size. And that's going to be used multiple times. And then the audio format, I'm going to say audio format 1 in case we need to add multiple audio formats. And a reason I would want to do that is, say instead of the webcam, I have the RCA device playing a video game. And then I want the audio from the RCA device and also from the microphone so I can do commentary. And I keep forgetting to add these, which I believe are needed. I am going to have to test this because this is one of those things where I have too many programming languages stuck in my head that I don't always remember the syntax. So audio format equals ALSA. Do audio input 1 again, because we will be doing possibly multiple versions. And I'm going to leave the plug HW, even though almost everything I am going to do is going to be plug HW. So I could probably make that static, but just in case. So let's see what is next. Output file format. Output format. We'll just leave it like that. Equals FLV. I don't think that's ever really going to change. Audio filter. Yeah, I'll just leave it. I'm going to leave that as audio filter 1. I'm just going to copy this whole thing. And this I'm just going to call output bit rate, and I'm going to separate that one. So if we do need to adjust it, they're all just in one file. We already have the output frame rate, so I don't need to include that again. And we are just going to have output values, and that is essentially going to be all. So if we need to tweak any of them, they're all in just one variable. Let's go ahead and save that, and then let's create a new function. This function is going to it's going to be run by, it's going to be forked and then ran by, it's going to run XC. So I don't think it needs to return anything, so I might as well make it a void function. And I'm just going to say xprog. And for right now, we are not going to take any arguments. And we're going to use fprintf so I'm going to take what I had originally used in the main C, and we are going to call this, so char, I'm not going to call it stream URL, we are going to call it exec underscore string, and I'm just going to use a magic number for right now, that we will pull that from the RTMP has the URL length as 124, and we're just going to leave it as there. So we are going to call it exec underscore string, and then we are going to start here. So the first thing is, let's just delete all this. Going to be %s space %s. And we'll just do this in stages. What did I call this? Program name, and then the initial values, and that should not be a capital S. I don't know why I made it a capital S. So that space that -F space -F and then -I, right? No, then thread size. Okay, so %F or -F %D %S -I, nope, before -I is %S space %I space %S. Going to get a little complicated. So this is -F, which will be, and I'm thinking I should have made these shorter values or shorter names, but I'm gonna leave it like that. So format, then thread size, and then input, so then -I and the input device. And we're not even halfway through. So after the input device, and then we go straight to the -F, %S. Okay, for this one, I have this in between, and this one I don't. I'm going to keep it in between, just to keep everything together. So be -F, %S, space -I, %S. It's going to be audio format 1, thread size, and audio input 1, and after that, okay, so the next thing we need to do is add the audio format. So we'll say, or audio filter. So space -AF, %S, and then after that we need to bitrate. So just %S for bitrate, for the bitrate field, because that's all 1. And then the output frame rate. So -R, and what did I call that? Did I just call V, or just output frame rate -R, and that would be integer output bitrate and output frame rate, and then it's just the output values and the pipe. %S, %S. Did I call pipe, or did I call FIFO pipe? The output pipe. I was way off. Won't run exact yet, so we'll printf, and we will just do %S/n. We'll save that, and we'll make a test exec.c. Yeah, I'm just gonna not have any arguments, and I'm probably missing a bunch of stuff. Let's give it a whirl. Make file, and I will call this next. That's what I want to call it, and that will rely on test.c and execute.h, and that line should be what I should use. And let's see what errors I have. So issue with the translation unit, yeah, I should have included standard IO, init val. So let's go ahead and init values. Yeah, there are multiple values there. Line 21. Yeah, init. Oh, I spelt it wrong. Okay, so that does look right. I will have to do some more testing, but at least now we have this framework for it, and we can go ahead and fix that. So now we have the start of another module. This will be the execution module. So I'm still using this test main.c to do that, and we will just say that this is in GUI2.h and this is in execute.h. So now when we start pulling this together, we'll start including more and more up here, and we'll have more to execute. And then we can do stuff like with this temp pipe, we can have that as a variable. So we can open that string from that variable so everything is all together. And we still have some issues to do. Yeah, still getting a seg fault. I don't know why, but we can go ahead and track that down. Save that. Don't need to run make again. This is where we're going to leave it for right now. I've been recording for about 44 minutes. Hopefully that is a lot less with editing. Thank you for watching this video. Go ahead and watch the playlist to catch up if you have not, which should be on your screen right now. And you have a great day.